They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard.
Darquez Dennard. Breeze pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week?
Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 2.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, New Orleans.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Breeze again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Lutz will look to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. first and 10. It's Ryan.
That's all you got?
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball's...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
By Deion Jones. A gain on the play. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Saints 23, Falcons 15.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
To the flat, that's caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A gain of 12.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll pitch it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
And it's third down.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Saints 30, Falcons 15.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch. Slam, slam.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one's complete to Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 52 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Breeze pass. Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Stays on his feet. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Mayfield off the play fake. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield looking downfield for Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On first down, Breeze. And got his man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Michael Thomas.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On the ground on first with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Jukes by at the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Kamara. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Dancing to Petty, can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch you learn, can't relate. Watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard.
And Lutz puts this one through.
Is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Keelan Cole, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This will be caught at about the 6. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 36 yards.
7-yard line.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
He's running. He's running.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defense
doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. throwing the interception, Mayfield. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So that effort gives him a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
53.
They'll look to throw. Gets this to a stand-out receiver, Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is right down Broadway. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. First throw of overtime for Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
This is fielded inside the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield now from the 50. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
47, check my 47. Hey, alert 33. Hey, 47's the mic. Ball. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. They shall run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on that.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Check 99. Check 99. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Shit.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Shit. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Run.
Throwing, Mayfield looking deep for Julio. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football.